Good evening, all. A final reminder that we will be starting the session at sharp 7:05. So kindly tell your friends to join in quickly. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the students and the faculty members and the professors who have joined us in here today. On behalf of XLR, I sincerely thank you all for taking your time to be a part of the student development program on Microsoft Fabric. Before we begin, let me give you a quick introduction to XLR. XLR was founded by an IIM ISB alumni in the year 2013, and it has 8 branches in 8 cities, with its headquarters in Houston, USA. So far, XLR has trained over 8 lakh plus students and professionals across various domains, catering to individuals, institutions, and industry. Few of our premium associations include iHub Divya Sampark, Naipunyam Skill AP, APSHE, TASK, PFSI, NASCOM, NASCOM Future Skill Prime, and many more. With over a decade of excellence in training, we have conducted 1,000 plus webinars, offered 30 plus technical courses. We have collaborated with 2,000 plus academic partners and worked with 5,000 plus placement partners. We also have trained almost 80,000 plus faculties through the faculty development program and 8 lakh plus students through the student development program. So till date, we have about 8,28,853 students participating and around 76,577 faculties participating in our everyday learning program. So for today's student development program on Microsoft Fabric, we have registrations from various states. We have the highest with Telangana with 2,158, followed by Maharashtra with 1,662 registration. Our total registration as of for today is around 7,573 registration. We also have students and faculty members joining in us today from various streams such as engineering being the highest with 4,025, followed by MCA, MBA, and other streams. Our everyday learning initiative, we focus on providing application and industry-oriented learning on trending technologies for free from industry experts with in-depth knowledge on the subjects. The goal is to provide hands-on learning experience, help students and faculty with real-world application, support institutions in meeting NAC and their NBA requirements. So you can also find the registration link in the chat box. The learners can click on it to register, or they may even visit the XLR website to complete their registration. Upon successful completion of the program, participants will receive a participation certificate. Additionally, we also collaborate with colleges by signing MOUs to conduct and collaborate for the student and the faculty development programs, along with which we also have placement readiness drives to support students in their career development. Through the everyday learning programs, a learner benefits from 30 plus hours of professional training, assignment and assessment, real-world industry use cases, placement preparation sessions, coding challenges and campus recruitment training, a lifetime LMS access, and certificate for participation. So this is how our LMS dashboard looks like. Students or the learner can log in using their username and password that they have received through their email after registration. And after that, they can access the courses they have enrolled in. They can also view the courses they have registered in for the past. So far, we have conducted about 70 plus student development programs, and we have delivered 2,300 hours with a total enrollment of 8 lakh plus students with 2,000 plus colleges participating regularly. And these are few common programs among the students. We have Advanced Excel, Salesforce, ChatGPT and AI, mobile app development with Flutter. Among the faculty development program, we have about 50 plus faculty development program held with 600 plus hours of delivered, with 2,000 plus colleges participating and enrollment of faculties were around 2 lakh plus. So among this faculty development program, we have digital marketing, data analytics using Tableau and many more which were common. So this is how our faculty and the student development certificates look like. These certificates will be given to the learners after they register for the program and attend the live online classes regularly every day. It is also important for the learners to mark their attendance in each session to be eligible to receive the certificate upon completion. So these were a few recent engagements. We have successfully conducted programs at prestigious institutions like IIT Roorkee, where we have conducted training program on data analytics using Minitab for the research scholars and the faculty there. This was at BITS Pilani, which was a student initiative where students approached Excella to conduct program on Power BI and machine learning. We also had a skill up program for the final years, which was a 240 plus hours of campus recruitment training with placement assistance that started from Jan 2024 till April 2024 and had covered coding skills, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability, soft skills, and at the end, there was a resume and LinkedIn profile building too. So there was also a group discussion and personal interviews provided at the end of training, and this program has benefited thousands of students with placement assistance. This is a participation certificate that was provided to the students after completing the Skill Up program, and it was issued by iHub Divya Sampark, which is a joint initiative of IIT Roorkee and the Government of India's Department of Science and Technology, where out of 50,000 students, only 5,200 students were eligible for the certificate that was given based on their attendance and their assignment. So these are a few newspaper snippets covering the Skill Up program, where we have found maximum registrations from APSSDC, where 10,150 engineering students had attended this online Skill Up program. And these were a few programs which we had conducted in the month of May. This was in June, and this was in July. So coming to today's session on Student Development Program on Microsoft Fabric, it is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest for today. We are honored to have distinguished academicians with us who bring decades of experience, research excellence, and contributions to education and innovation. So firstly, we have Professor K.L. Narayana sir, Director, ICFI Tech School, the ICFI Foundation for Higher Education, Hyderabad. He's been an accomplished academic leader with 40 plus years of experience in engineering education, research, academic administration, and institutional development, and currently serving as the director of ICFI Tech School, Hyderabad. He's a distinguished mechanical engineering expert with an ME in machine design and analysis and a PhD in rapid prototyping with research and conducted at IIT Kanpur. Research and innovation specialist with expertise in rapid prototyping and 3D printing, machine design, rotodynamics, vibration, condition monitoring, material science, and mechatronics. So Narayana sir, we would like to hear a few words from your side.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Sheetal. My dear students, a very warm welcome to all of you. Really, it gives me immense pleasure to inaugurate the 15-day student development program. Usually in universities, we conduct faculty development programs, but every program for students is for their development. But this is the first time I'm hearing student development program on Microsoft Fabric, organized in collaboration with XLR. Microsoft Fabric is one of the Microsoft's platforms, unified data analytics platforms, bringing together the data engineering, data integration, data warehousing, data science, real-time analytics, and business intelligence into a single platform, into a single ecosystem. Organizations worldwide are rapidly adopting Fabric to manage and analyze data more efficiently, making it one of the most sought after technologies in today's data and AI landscape. I encourage every participant to attend all sessions regularly, engage actively with the trainers, and complete the practical assignments diligently, and make the most of these opportunities. Technologies will keep evolving, but a habit of continuous learning will always keep you ahead. I sincerely thank the XLR team, ICFI Hyderabad faculty coordinators, faculty from different institutions across the country, and all participating students for making this initiative possible. I wish every participant a productive and enriching learning journey, and I hope this program makes the beginning of many exciting career opportunities in the world of data and artificial intelligence. My best wishes to all of you. Thank you for the opportunity given to me. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. It was a pleasure having you with us today. So next, we have Dr. Ravi Gujula, who is the Chief of Industry Connect and Skill Development at ICFI Hyderabad. He is a distinguished PhD graduate from IIT Hyderabad in Computational Fluid Dynamics. He blends over 15 plus years of corporate experience with a decade of academic and administrative excellence. He is also a former chairman of the Board of Studies at Yale University and a principal in AP. He excels in skill development, establishing centers of excellence and strengthening industry academia collaborations to make graduates industry ready. Dr. Ravi sir, we would like to hear a few words from your side. Tony, could you just check and let me know if Ravi sir has joined?
Yes, Chita, give me a minute. Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible now, sir.
Yeah, sorry. Actually, I'm in out of station, so my mobile network is the issue. That's what I disconnected and now I reconnected. Yeah,
So,
shall I proceed,
sure, sir,
Sheetal?
you can. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Sheetal. Very good evening. Warm welcome to today student development program. For the students, dynamic students who joined today program, the faculty members. Really, it gives me an immense pleasure to be a part of this student development program on Microsoft Fabric, which is organized by XLR team, where ICFI Group is a part of in collaboration with XLR. So as usual, I'm proud to say the XLR since more than 6 years, there's continuously conducting various programs for with respect to student development program for faculty development program. Rigorously, they are organizing for the benefit of both students and faculty to up to date and importing the what industry is expecting uh, to import those skills at universities. So we are representing ICFI Group. Here I would like to say a few words about our ICFI Group. Our vision is not only to provide a quality of education, offering degrees, but also to equip our students with industry relevant skills that makes them a future ready. So today's employees are looking for a graduates who can work with the modern technologies every day now, day in and out. They are dealing with analyze data, solve real world problems, and adapt this rapidly changing digital landscape across the globe. So today, XLR come up with Microsoft Fabric. So uh, what is this Microsoft Fabric? Why one has to talk about uh, importing skills to the students. So here, friends, students, this Microsoft Fabric is one of the latest unified data analytics platform. Rightly, my colleague Professor K.L. Narayan sir is mentioned about this analytics platform that brings together uh, data and data integration, data warehouse, data science, real-time analytics and business intelligence into a single platform. So when you look at the IT industry scenario right now, they are everything day in and day out they are dealing with the data in the form of in many forms, in structural and non-structural forms, and so that data management is a big problem where Microsoft is uh, developed a tool that is called Microsoft Fabric. So these organizations worldwide are rapidly evolving on Microsoft Fabric to manage and analyze the data efficiently, to make it as one of the sought after technologies in the data and AI landscape. So as you know today, how these artificial intelligence and cloud computing, data analytics continuously the reshaping this entire industry, and professional with expertise in these technologies will be a great demand now and future. So that's what XLR introduced this Microsoft Fabric to the students starting from second year to final year students. So, what kind of a benefit to the students by organizing these kind of skill development programs? Particularly, students will get exposure. What right now at present, when I am discussing with my friends who are delivery managers and working project managers, so they're using this Microsoft Fabric in Deloitte, in Accenture, and IBM. These guys are handling with the projects. So the students, this exposure to the Microsoft Fabric will give you a confidence where you are learning the right kind of skill set that is expecting industry from the students. So these 15 days, I think every day 2 hours, 30 hours, which will be valuable for you, where you will get an hands-on exposure to the Microsoft Fabric and practical understanding of what this modern data analytics, which will be using at industries to build analytics dashboards, and these industry relevant skills through these live sessions, which will build a confidence on you, where when you are attending for campus placements, where you mentioned, I know Microsoft data fabrics, obviously the interviewer will impress you to look into your resume, and he knows about the worth of your skill sets. And this guidance from these experienced trainers and mentors today, they are going to train you, that builds boost your confidence. So a strong foundation on this career, who want to be career in data analytics, business intelligence, and artificial intelligence, that helps you a lot. And all students, you need to remember one thing: your certificate is important, but your skills are even more valuable in the same time. Skill set is the matter in future. So I request all the students focus on learning, practicing, and applying the concepts you gain during this training program. And also, one everybody is now talking about, your degrees gets you to take up to the interview, but your skill sets will help you to build a successful career in future. So I request all the students participate, attend all the sessions regularly, proactively, and interact with the trainer, gets clarify your doubts there itself, and then make the best use of this opportunity. See, these technologies may change rapidly, but habit of continuous learning will always keep you ahead. Here I would like to quote one thing which is relevant to this Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft. What he says: our industry does not respect tradition, but it only respects to innovation. So it means, like, the traditional, conventional way of building an application, that era is gone. Now it's always, the innovative, how you provide solution innovatively, where the client business going to be enhanced. So that is very important. So that's what I mentioned this quote: our industry does not respect a tradition, but it only respects the innovation. So you keep remember this sentence, this quote from Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft. So I wish you all the participants a wonderful learning experience and successful journey in mastering this Microsoft Fabric. Best wishes to all participants. Learn with a passion, practice consistently, and become a future ready professional to grab future opportunities. Wish you all the best and thank you very much for giving an opportunity. And the entire XLR team, I congratulate you. You please proceed. I think this is going to be help to the students in a big way. Thank you once again very much for collaborating with ICFI Group. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ravi sir. It was such a insightful and inspiring talk, and it has definitely left us with meaningful takeaways. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you.
So next we have Professor Vishal Birajdar, who is an IQAC coordinator from Danyavilas College of Engineering, Pune. Sir is mechanical engineering academic with 9+ years of teaching and academic administration experience, along with industry exposure at Tata Motors, and is currently pursuing a PhD in certified in AI machine learning from IIT Kanpur. He's been served as IQAC, NAC, NIARF, HOD, and academic coordinator with 26 research publications, 3 books, 5 patents, and 17 copyrights. Sir's innovation and quality assurance advocate with expertise in renewable energy, wind turbine technology, CFD, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. And he's also been actively contributing to international conferences, FTPs, and research initiatives. So, Vishal sir, you can share a few words from your end.
Yes, madam. Thank you. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Yes, madam. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for the warm introduction, madam. Respected representatives from XLR, esteemed faculty members, dear students, and all the participants joining us today. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to XLR for inviting me to be a part of this wonderful student development program entitled on Microsoft Fabric. It is indeed a pleasure to interact with such an enthusiastic gathering for future engineers and professionals. So, as I can see, today's topic is highly relevant because we are living in an era where technology is evolving at a very rapid pace. Every day, we witness new innovations in various sectors. So, these rapidly evolving technologies are transforming every sector, right from your healthcare and finance to manufacturing as well as education. As educators, one of our biggest responsibilities is to ensure that students are not only academically strong, but apart from that, they are also equipped with the practical skills which are needed by the industry. This is where student development programs they play a very vital role. So such programs which are organized by XLR, they go far beyond the traditional classroom learning. So they expose students to the emerging technologies as well as it provides a hands-on experience. It helps them earn industry recognized certifications, improve their confidence, as well as prepare them for internship and placements. Most importantly, they cultivate a mindset of continuous learning, which is essential in today's rapidly changing technological landscape. We at Gnanivilas College of Engineering, we strongly believe that engineering education should extend beyond the textbook. So, majorly, our focus is on developing skilled, confident, and industry-ready engineers. Along with academic excellence, we regularly organize student development programs, expert lectures, workshops, industrial visits, hackathons, then technical competitions, certification programs. So all these things they enhance students' practical knowledge and professional competencies. We also offer various foreign language trainings, which enables our students to explore international career opportunities, particularly with Japanese industries operating in India as well as abroad. Today's program on Microsoft Fabric is a perfect example of future-ready learning. So this Microsoft Fabric, it represents the next generation of unified data analytics by bringing together, I think, data engineering, data science, then business intelligence, real-time analytics, and artificial intelligence on a single platform. So these are exactly the technologies that industries are increasingly adopting so that we can make the student data driven decisions so that the students will have all this input to take further decisions. So for students learning such technologies at an early stage, it provides a significant competitive advantage. So such kinds of programs, they not only strengthens their technical foundation, but I think they also enhances their employability and prepares them for careers in the digital economy. I'd like to appreciate XLR for consistently bridging the gap between academia and industry. So their collaboration with various educational institutes. So it enables the students to learn directly from industry experts, then gain exposure to current technologies and understand real world applications as well. So such partnerships are becoming increasingly important because the world of education, it lies in strong academic industry collaboration. So, my dear students, every opportunity to learn a new skill is an investment in your future. So, attend these sessions with curiosity. Ask as many questions that come in your mind. Complete all the given assignments in due date and focus on acquiring a practical knowledge rather than simply earning a certificate. As Dr. Ravi, he rightly mentioned that your degree, it may open the first door, but your skills, your attitude, your willingness to keep learning, it will determine how far you go in your career. So remember one thing in simple thought that don't study only to pass the examinations. Learn to solve the problems because this problem solving attitude. Because of this, the industries are requiring or they want to hire the problem solvers, not just degree holders. So, with this, I congratulate XLR for organizing this excellent initiative, and I wish all the participants a productive and enriching learning experience. So, thank you very much, and I wish all the very best for your future. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your kind words. So, next we have our subject matter expert for the day, Mr. Kanaya Kumar, who is a Microsoft Fabric and Data Engineering Specialist with 13 plus years of industry experience, including enterprise roles at Amazon and Capgemini. He's a corporate trainer with expertise in Power BI, data engineering, governance, cloud, AI/ML, and automation. He's delivered hands-on and certification-aligned training programs. He's an enterprise BI practitioner experienced in designing analytic solutions across sales, finance, operations, and supply chain with training delivery across India, UK, and international audiences. So, Kanaya sir, you can just share a few words from your end.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. So, welcome to the Microsoft Fabric program. I'm Kanhaiya Kumar, and I'm going to teach Microsoft Fabric, all your sessions starting from day 1 to day 15. And programs is going to be like every day we'll have some activities along with all your doubts, questions, will be taken care end of the session. So since there is thousands of people might be joining this session, I will be able to take questions in end of the session as much as possible, and then next day I will be taking questions as much as possible in next few minutes, 5-10 minutes, because but definitely I want to consider that whatever critical scenarios or questions are asked by individuals, and making sure that since this course is very much for beginners, starting from scratch, whatever background you have, science, arts, engineering, commerce, any background, masters, bachelors, everyone can learn this course. So it's a beginner course, and I want to take everything from scratch. So Seetal, you want me to start the session now, or you have some more introduction?
So we'll have the LMS KT. So once the LMS KT is done, I'll hand over the session to you.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
So thank you, sir. So now I would request Amar Shivate to walk us through the LMS.
Yeah, thank you, Shita. Can you please stop screen sharing? Once again, very good evening and welcome to the SDP on Microsoft Fabric. So, dear students, if my voice is loud and clear, if you're able to hear me clearly over the Zoom and YouTube as well, let's create the burst. Can I have a quick good evening from each one of you? Super. YouTube participants, are you there with me? Okay, excellent. So let's start LMS KT session, guys. So a couple of you are having the understanding onto the LMS part. Thank you so much for your responses into the chat box. Now let's focus on to the LMS KT, okay? And couple of your new joinees here with us for the first XLR program under EDL. So LMS stands for Learning Management System, and it will be your partner for next 15 days, not for next 15 days, but you can definitely use the videos, material, and you can access the portal in the future as well. Okay. So how we can access the LMS portal, or where we'll get all these things, how we can join the daily session, where we'll get the material, where we'll get the login credentials. So I will explain all these things. On top of it, what about the certification? What about the attendance? I will take up that part as well. So please listen carefully. Okay. Let me share my screen. Just hang on, guys. Okay. So once again, as LMS is known as Learning Management System, and how we can access the LMS portal, that everybody is done with the registration, as per my understanding. And then you are here for this program, right? So you received the link to join the session over the email and you join the class. But if anybody is not done with the registration, directly join the session, what friend shares or college teacher shares. So please, it's my humble request. Our team will be sharing the registration link in the chat box or the Zoom and YouTube as well. Make sure you are completing your registration so you will not miss on any important information and LMS access to. Okay. So how we can access the LMS? Once you complete your registration, immediately you will receive on 2 emails. The first email, that is LMS portal account details by XLR. And in this mail, you will get the entire details, whatever you require to access the portal. Portal link, that is nothing but the LMS URL, mylearning.xlr.com. In a simple language, in our daily life, you will use the different applications or website, such as if you want to order something, we'll use the amazon.com, right? Flipkart.com or Naukri.com, LinkedIn.in, right? So same scenario, same way, we have our online portal and the LMS URL is mylearning.xlr.com. Please note it down. It's very simple. Your username will be your registered mail ID and the password is a system generated password. you have to use that. As a first time user, you can use that password. Once you are going to log in first time, I will show you where you can update your password as well. Second email that you have to check, that is a welcome email to the SDP or Microsoft Fabric. So this email states that on your LMS portal, this course is added. This product is added on your LMS portal because a couple of you are already attended our programs, right? So in that scenario, you are having that program access as well. And with this program is also added onto the portal. Clear on the maze, how we can check that while checking the email? Just one notification that you can check into the inbox. If you are not able to find, you can check into the spam folder as well. And if you are registering now, you will be getting the LMS access by tomorrow. Okay. So now let me reshare my screen and just suppose that I'm clicking on this link, mylearning.xla.com sign in link. So what next? It will take me through the browser, right? As per my system, whatever is my default browser, it will take me through that particular browser, and I'm using Chrome. So you can check it here. I am able to see a sign in page, right? Here I need to provide my details. Those members who are already a part of this LMS portal and already utilize these programs, okay? If you're not remembering the password, you can utilize the forward your password option, okay? And if you have details, you can directly fill the details and you can click on assign it. But filling the details, make sure that if you're going to copy paste password as well, copy paste properly. If you are going to select the extra space as well, that will be error. It will not take you through the dashboard, okay? Click on a sign in and it will take you to the dashboard, and on a dashboard you will get all the details, okay? So you can check it here. On a dashboard, the first option that you have, live session today, right? First of all, we'll go through the dashboard. Later on, I will explain what other options we are having onto the portal. So live session today, SDP, right? 27th July, day 1. Click on that. Okay, 1 minute. I am not having this particular section action. Okay, just 1. Okay, so see, in live session today itself here, okay, you will find the Zoom link. Directly you can join the session. And similarly, you are going to have the YouTube link as well. So those who are facing any issues to join the session, they can join from the YouTube as well. So whatever the queries and questions we are going to ask, okay, so that you can access directly from the portal itself. Then how we can access the reading material or recordings of the session? So on your portal, you can check it here. There are enroll courses option is there. So on my dashboard, there are 154 enrolled courses. So I will click on the first course, that is today's course, okay? And I will get the learning content, okay? So on the learning content, first of all, I will be having just 1 minute also. There is some network issue, so it's taking load. Hang on, guys, just 1 minute. I'm just changing the network. Same problem I'm also facing with LMS. Okay, so it's not a network issue. Okay, okay, no issue. Maybe there is some glitch. So what we have to do, I will just explain with the help of PPT. Okay, I have the details with me. Okay, so I'm having the contest details, but once you open the LMS, as of now, if it's not live as well, it will be live shortly. Okay, so you will find the first option, that will be the attendance and feedback. Okay, so coming to the attendance, so to get the certificate of participation, 60% attendance is mandatory. Okay, the link will be active in between 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Okay, guys, first thing. Then, if you are not having the LMS access for now, no need to worry. Our team will be sharing the attendance and feedback link over the Zoom and YouTube as well, sharp at 8:30 p.m. So you can just click on this link. You can just click on that link and you can proceed further with accessing the link. Okay. But make sure that you are using the LMS portal from day 2 onwards. So it will be really helpful for you to join the sessions and access all these things. Then below the attendance and feedback, you have one more option, that is agenda. So if you click on agenda, you will get to know that, okay, so in this 15 days, actually what we are going to learn. Okay. And then we have session recordings where you can access the day 1 to day 15 session recordings. Okay. And we are going to have the material section. In material section, whatever the material sir is going to utilize for this 15 days, all material will be available. Okay. So these details will be available onto the LMS portal, which you can utilize not only for 15 days, but in the future as well, after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, if you want to go through the course again, if you want to access the content, that will be available with you. Okay. Coming to the certification, as I said that 60 and more than 60% those who are going to avail the attendance percentage, they will be getting their certificate via their registered mail ID within 8 to 15 working days. Okay. Clear on the attendance and certification part. Okay. Now, the next thing, if you are facing any challenges as of now, you are clear with the things, and in the future, if you feel that no, it's a 15 days till I not receive the certificate, or any another query you would like to reach out to us, you can just reach out to us via edl@exla.com, where our team will support you. Okay. So we'll get back to you, whatever the queries or question you have. You can just drop in a proper email. While sending the email, just make sure that you are mentioning the complete details properly, like what is the actual issue, right? Or attendance, or whatever it is, or you're facing any issue with the LMS. Okay. Yes, so that's all about the LMS. I'm so sorry that I'm not able to show you complete dashboard because of some glitch. Okay. But yes, you will find all these details there. And now we'll enter into the session. So meanwhile, if any updates, I will keep you posted into the chat box, guys. Thank you so much. And Sheetal, over to you.
Thank you so much, Amar. And I would like to thank all the guests again for their kind words and inspiring words. Now I would like to hand over the session to our subject matter expert, Mr. Kanaya sir. You can take over the session, sir.
So, thank you, Seetal. Thanks, everyone. Let's start with our session. So I'm sharing my screen. So first we are going to start with our TOC in terms of table of contents for next 15 days, understanding what you're going to learn in next 15 days. So here we have the content, what you are going to explore next 15 days. Starting from day 1, that understanding what is data and cloud computing foundations. Here, starting from day 1 to day 2, it's going to be completely theoretical, understanding about cloud computing and Microsoft Fabric foundations. And third day, we are going to start with setting up Fabric workspace, Fabric accounts. We can do it starting from day 2. But yes, you will be getting the instructions that how you can uh, create your account on Microsoft Fabric, as well as people who doesn't have official accounts. For example, suppose if you don't have your college email ID or university email ID or official email ID, suppose if you are working professional, in that case, you have option to use trial version. Definitely using your college email ID and university email ID as well as your corporate email ID. You can create a it's a very straightforward. You can create your account in Microsoft Fabric. When it comes to using Gmail and some other generic email ID, for that actually some tricky process is there, which I am going to guide you. I'm going to create in front of you step by step, which you can use for next 60 days. And also understanding that how this trial version works, what are the features we have, and what are the features you have for paid version as well as trial version. Next, you have understanding data and one lake storage. So we are going to understand what it is and how it works in terms of Microsoft Fabric. Similarly, Lakehouse versus Warehouse and SQL database. So how it has emerged from warehouse to Lakehouse, and how how actually it's impacting as of today. Um, Historically, like there is a history of a database, like starting from RDBMS to warehouse and then Lakehouse, and then now we have one lake. So understanding those concepts and then starting. So I'm going to focus on when it comes to these 15 sessions. Uh, Here, this course is completely designed for beginners, where each and everything you will be learning from a scratch, from very basics, considering you have some background in terms of SQL, Python, Scala, and some other programmings and all. If you have backgrounds, it's a good that you have that background. It's going to be more easy for you to understand each and everything. If you don't have, you will be learning from very much a scratch and whatever needed for creating data pipelines. So that much part we are going to cover up in terms of even SQL, in terms of Python, Spark, and yes, and same time even Power BI we are going to cover up in terms of how you are going to connect semantic models with Power BI and create dashboards and visuals. That is also going to be demonstrated in detail. Related to dashboard, you have, like how you can publish it, how different kind of features we have in terms of securities, all those things we are going to explore during this Power BI module. 13 session is going to be about the real-time intelligence and data activator, which is about streaming and all, like how data is actually how you are going to get data from the streaming. And 14th schedule is about data science and AI co-pilot in Fabric. So understanding that how data science and AI co-pilot works in Fabric, basics, because our complete focus is going to be Microsoft Fabric and understanding the components from scratch. To be very straightforward, that don't expect like getting into any of the component like Python or SQL or Power BI or data science and or even security part, not getting into too much depth, but understanding the fundamentals basics to intermediate level. As much as possible, basics to intermediate level. So context is, I want to just clear the context that it's going to be basics to mid-level program from day 1 to day 15. Okay. So 15th session is about security, career guidance, and capstone project. We are going to cover up. Okay. When it comes to regular session, so activity excluding today, every day we are going to mostly go through each of the concept in detail. First 40 minutes, 45 minutes, or it may be 50 minutes. Then going after 10 to 15 minutes activity. And then we'll have a break of 5 to 10 minutes, 10 minutes mostly. And then next session is going to start. After that, actually, before ending the session, you'll have some 10 minutes of question and answer. So during the session, you can keep your questions posted in chat, and I'm going to look into those questions as much as possible. I'm going to respond within last 10 minutes of the session. Something important is left out that I'm going to cover up next day in first 10 minutes. So that is how it's going to work every day session. So next part. So basically, whatever you have background, whatever you are studying, whether you have used Excel, SQL, or anything in terms of technological applications, doesn't matter. Including the personally, if you use some app or not, it's all doesn't matter at all. You are going to get everything from scratch. Anybody can learn from very much scratch, like fundamentally everything will be covered. So another today's session, what we are going to cover up. So it's about digital transformation. What is a digital transformation? When it comes to digital transformation, it's started a long back. And what is today's scenario, or historically, if we have to compare last few decades and then current decade, so what is the major changes we have? We are going to understand that part in terms of data, in terms of cloud computing. Next, describing how the Indian IT majors and global tech companies put data to work. So how these Indian companies, mostly we have service-based companies and global companies, how they are working together, and how this data transformation works between when it comes to services or businesses, how it works with these organizations. Even understanding the difference between the major three data carriers, that is a data analyst, a data engineer, and data scientist. That is also we are going to understand in detail. Next, we have why data carriers are booming in India right now, and definitely globally, not only in India, but globally. Even understanding the cloud computing in terms of IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS model in plain language, like what exactly it works, why it's required. And then, so here Microsoft Azure and Microsoft Fabric fit into the bigger picture. So why Microsoft Azure and Microsoft Fabric is required, right? So before before getting into Microsoft Fabric, we need to understand that why we need Microsoft Fabric. Just I'm going to set the context today that why we need Microsoft Fabric. Okay. So our first part, we are going to start now. So what is a digital transformation? So digital transformation, using digital technology, cloud data, and AI to fundamentally change how an organization works, not just computerizing the old paper process like scanning PDF. So that is not new technology. We are doing it since long times, right? When it comes to digital payments, that is also happening since long times. When it comes to e-commerce or cloud records or AI assistants. So in order, you need to understand the difference. So what was basically digitization in terms of various process, various activities, and what is a digital transformation as of today? So we need to understand that part. So example, as I said, like scanning a PDF, that is, sorry, scanning a paper and converting into PDF, that is not something new. We are doing since a long time, right? Standing in a bank queue for 40 minutes, sending money via, okay. So you can understand the digitization process like, 10 years, 20 years back, that how you used to transfer money to somebody else. And now how actually you are doing as of today, right? So you are using UPI. So even UPI is not very new. We are using since long time now, right? So understanding that part, what was basically before here, you have clear, some of the, points. So queue at bank branch. So what was the purpose? Purpose was to sending money to somebody else, transferring amount. Today, what we are doing, we are using UPI payments in seconds. Again, visit a travel agent to book, tickets, basically railway or flight tickets. That how actually we used to do earlier. Now, book on IRCTC app instantly. You can do it instantly. Next, you have drive to the market. So we used to go market and buy, all the whatever we need and then, consume it. Now, same thing we do using Amazon, Flipkart, and various e-commerce sites we have. And you can understand the difference that what was earlier and what is today. Next, cook every single meal. And so how much time it takes and what kind of effort or ingredients you need. Same time, you are getting your food delivered within now even in 10 minutes, right? In 10 minutes, you can get your food, right? So that is a difference in terms of digitization and digital transformation. What was before, that was digitization, and what we have today, it's a digital transformation. From digitization to digital transformation, how it's happened, right? Next part, where does data come from? Okay. So now, very simple understanding everyone have that we use digital devices, a smartphone, we use, computer system, different digital devices we use, right? And different kind of data is getting, generated. Different kind of data is getting generated. So one of the common app, what you use, that is a UPI app. It may be Google Pay or Amazon Pay or Phone Pay, whatever the app you are using for UPI, even Bhim Pay, right? Or specific to your bank, maybe there may be some app which you are using for UPI transfers, right? And most commonly, again, we use WhatsApp. So using that again, a lot of data is getting generated. So what kind of data is getting generated in what form? So objective is to understand that what kind of transaction you are doing using these apps like UPI, WhatsApp, Instagram, Amazon, Flipkart, Swiggy, ICTC, or similar apps. what kind of actually data, basically, what kind of transactions are happening, what kind of data is getting recorded, right? So just for basic understanding purpose, like just think about that. What kind of transaction happen? What kind of data is getting stored? Definitely, whatever you do the transactions on these platforms, all those data is getting stored somewhere, right? So that is a one understanding, and the same time, another understanding everyone should have that what is the outcome we are getting from these transactions. So one is like a transaction happened, then you understand that, okay, you have paid something to somebody. But when it comes to data, so what kind of data actually getting generated when you use WhatsApp, when you use UPI, when you use Instagram? So what kind of data is getting stored in database, right? So it's not only what generally you do, even it's getting generated something else also. So depends upon your device settings. It may be location, it may be your camera settings, it may be various settings you have in your phone, a smartphone or your digital devices. So even those data is getting stored. That from where the money is coming, what is the currency. So similarly, you can understand about other apps also, WhatsApp, Instagram, Amazon, Flipkart, and another critical factor that why actually we are moving from older, older approach what we had like RDBMS or data warehousing to now one lake or data lake and one lake. So why this is required? So we are going to understand in detail, but first part we need to understand people who might be already doing all these things, but they might be not thinking that, okay, what kind of data is getting generated from these apps and these applications. And so just a thought process. You can just think about what kind of data is getting generated. You will get a lot of questions. Basically, you may have a lot of curiosity when you think about a little bit deeply that what kind of data may generate when you send a message to somebody, when you send money to somebody, when you post something on Instagram. So what are things happens, right? So just think about that. That is the only context here. Okay. A day in data. So now you have some 10 minutes activity that you are going to perform. So first thing, list every app or service you have used since waking up today. So not literally today, but on an average day, like generally, I mean to say generally, what kind of app or services you use, you can just list out. And second activity, for each one, note what data did you give it and what data did it give back actually, what you get back actually, right? Next, pick up the top three examples and share them with your friends, or basically if it is like if you're sitting with a few people, then you can share with them, understand with them as well, and understand their input, their output also, input and output. So that is a activity you should perform now. And fourth, so discuss in a group on same bench or in the same group, or if you're alone, just think yourself. That's fine. Which company do you think stores the most data about you? So here you have example like app, UPI app. So data, what you give, that is the bank details, amount, contact, but not only this much. Many things actually you provide when you are using UPI app. Okay. What you got back, that is a payment confirmation and a receipt. Similarly, when you use the Swiggy, location, order, payment, that is what you give generally, and then what you get, ETA, order tracking, and offers. Next example you have for social media, Instagram, photos like likes, time spent and all. And then what you get, personalized feed and ads. So just you can do this activity in next 10 minutes for yourself, that what you do, what applications you use, and what data actually you are giving and what you are getting back. So we will have a pause of next 10 minutes. And this is a self, like you can do it yourself. You don't need to showcase or share with me. So all the activity, what we are going to perform, probably every day we'll have some activities. And most likely it's going to be like self, you know, you don't need to share with me, but final day, like 15th day, you will have, some 50 questions, MCQ questions, which will have, you know, basically that result and that outcomes I want to see. Same time, if you have questions about these activities or any concerns or curiosity, definitely you can ask in your doubt section, like in chat, no issues. But normally this activity is going to be performed by yourself and accessed by yourself. There is nothing much in terms of somebody has to evaluate. But if you need any support or help on that, you can post it on chat. We'll see as much as possible. We are going to support you on that as well. Okay. So it's now um, 8:12. We are going to continue our session in next 10 minutes. That's going to be 8:22. Thanks, everyone. Okay, hello everyone. So we are going to start now. Hope everyone has done the activity. And if you have any questions, you can ask, not an issue. But most of this was, hands-on activity is going to be self. You can evaluate yourself. I'm going to give you the activity such a way that there's no my evaluation is required. You can do it yourself mostly. Okay, so this is just for a thought process, nothing but much in terms of performing something very different. So next part, we are going to look into uh, India's IT services and consulting measures. So basically, we have these companies which uh, basically run data like engineering, analytics, and cloud modernization projects for banks, retailers, and global clients. And it's where most fresh graduates start their data careers. So in India, most of the fresh graduates are getting, placed into these companies. These are the major Indian IT companies. Yeah. Next, global tech and product companies. When it comes to Indian companies, here mostly it's a service. It's a service-oriented organizations. And when it comes to global tech and product companies, mostly related to product and research. So when it comes to Amazon, basically it runs one of the largest e-commerce and cloud services like AWS, and even recommendation engines, delivery logistics, and inventory are all powered by data. Second big global tech we have like Microsoft. It builds the cloud and productivity tools. Millions of companies run on like Azure, Microsoft 365, Microsoft Fabric itself. Then, um, so we are going to explore everything about Fabric on Azure, which is a product of Microsoft. Okay, so major big global tech companies, if you see, they build the platforms like GCC, a new term basically now you might be hearing, that is a global capability centers. So every big global tech company like OpenAI or Cloud or Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Oracle, all the big companies, global tech companies are setting up global capability centers. And roles are also basically changing. So new roles are, so when it comes to data engineering and all, it's not too old. In last few years, actually, we are hearing a lot about data engineering as well as data science and all data. But yeah, if you think last 10, 15 years, so these roles are actually are in demand. So data related, all these roles are even data analyst or BI analyst, all these roles are in demand. And now, when AI basically, uh, after Chat GPT or Cloud evolution, now some different roles and different kind of services are emerging. So one of the uh, key role which is emerging as of today, that is from basically so global capability centers are actually introducing some new different roles. So those roles are completely based on AI. Okay, so that is also briefly I'm going to tell you. So new roles are basically um, so in terms of either data engineer or in terms of AI engineer or AI ML engineer, or different roles, whatever you hear, see today, new roles. So those are changing in terms of a skill. So now people are expecting that you should have good strength in terms of in terms of core skill, and on top of that, you should also know how to create these AI agents. So how actually you're going to create AI agents for different tasks, different activities. So these kind of actually expectations are actually emerging in every role, whether you are working as a data engineer or you are working as a BI engineer, data analyst, or data scientist. Before 2, 3 years back, it was not there. 2 years back, it was not there. But now, suddenly, last 1 or 2 years, basically, these expectations are rising that you want to get a job like as a data analyst, but it's not about a core skill. It's also about how to use AI agents for different tasks. So that is also one part you have in Fabric. But briefly, I'm going to introduce that part also, that how it works when it comes to Microsoft Fabric. Okay. So here we have some three major rules, which is based on Microsoft Fabric, you can apply for, that is a data analyst, first one. So for data analyst, it's all about turning data into dashboards and business insights. And tools what we generally use, that is Power BI, SQL, Excel, Python, various other tools are there like Tableau, Looker, Domo, many are there. So just a few we have mentioned here. And objective is that you should be able to tell a story about a business or data. So you should be able to tell that what you have analyzed, what you have, created, basically data model using, different tools what we have in database. So assume like if you have to create a data model, then you have a star schema. Using a star schema, you can create a model. Even you have snowflake schema. Using that also, you can create model. So earlier approach, like classically, we used to just use Excel sheet in terms of organizing data, summarizing or just aggregating values and creating reports using even pivot table. All those things, this is how actually data analyst used to work. But day by day, they started using around start from 2013-14, they started using BI tools, that is Power BI or Tableau or many other, BI tools actually introduced during 2013-14 or after that. So these tools were in demand for data analyst or BI analyst. Next, you have data engineer. So data engineer role is basically to build pipelines that move and prepare data. So partially, that part is also belongs to data analyst, but partially. Why partially? Because depends upon the nature of business. When you are dealing with a simple business where very low level of data transaction happens, so those companies or on those projects and on those projects actually uh, a data analyst can perform even data engineer role. They are going to manage everything starting from database management to data management to creating dashboards and reports. When it comes to large organizations like Amazon or Flipkart or let's say Microsoft and Google, even Meta, because Meta has many popular social media platforms which generates a lot of data, or even banking companies like in India, you can say like SBI, HDFC, ICICI, and global banks are there like JP Morgan, and many more are there, Bank of America. So these companies use a very specific role like data engineer, uh, and depends. It's not necessarily only big companies, even service organizations like service-based companies, TCS, Infosys. These companies also hire, but mostly their project belongs to these big companies like Google, Oracle, Meta. So that is how even these roles are very much relevant to every company. Depends upon their project, like kind of project they are dealing with. So data engineer roles are in terms of handling massive data. So assume a banking transaction. So every second there is thousands or millions of transactions happens when it comes to banking, right? So assume like in India, SBI, in terms of deposits or credits or deposits or loan or UPI, any transaction, like any category you choose, there is a thousands or millions of transactions are happening every minute, every seconds, right? So handling that kind of data, basically, a data engineer can handle. And for that, actually, tools you have. So Fabric is basically a data platform where you have everything in a single platform, in single platform like SQL, Spark, and Python, even a Scala. Uh, but when it comes to other applications, you have separate applications like Databricks or Snowflake. If you use, those are peer applications when it comes to Fabric. So compared to Fabric, in terms of competition, for Fabric, you have Databricks and Snowflake, which is very popular and it's very advanced. Some advantage also you have when you are using Databricks. Same time, some disadvantage. Major advantage and disadvantage you have, that is single unified platform. So Fabric is a single unified data platform where you can perform everything in terms of all the tools and technologies. When it comes to Databricks or Snowflake, separately you have to use most of the tools and technologies. And same time, other major differences we have when we compare with these technologies, then you have like advanced computing in terms of AI data models, or yeah, I mean large data models and all, even including LLMs. Like that's why I said like AI data models. So those are you can do it using very effectively or efficiently using Databricks and Snowflake. But the Fabric is catching up. Fabric is a very new. 2 years back, they have started in 2022, but major changes they did it in 2023, and slowly they are improving this platform, which is now competitor of Databricks and Snowflake. So it's very good in terms of in terms of like income. So suppose people have different backgrounds, right? So somebody who doesn't have very a strong background in terms of programming or database, still they can use Fabric. It's very much comfortable, like very comfortably you can use Fabric. So Microsoft has large ecosystem in terms of applications. So when it comes to Fabric, it's very much relevant to Power BI. I mean, there is a very strong ecosystem you have with Power BI. And Power BI is also like very simple, even though you don't know coding and you don't have any technical background, still you can use Power BI very effectively in terms of creating even mid-level to complex dashboards and reports. But logical thought process and understanding is definitely required for everyone when we are using any technologies. But still, it's very straightforward and very easy for everyone to use Fabric or Power BI. Next, you have data scientist. Once again. Yes. Next, you have data scientist. So, data scientists, basically, their role is to create models and predict and basically predictions and recommendation system. This is what generally data scientist does. And for that, they use the tools like Python, machine learning libraries, notebooks, and all. And all these capabilities are available on Microsoft Fabric platform. So I'll not get into much in terms of this data scientist part, as it's all belongs to machine learning. Largely, it's about machine learning, and that capacity is available with Microsoft Fabric. It's called MLOps. So that is the next level. But primarily, you have to focus on data analytics front, and then data engineering front. Then you should think about data scientists. So it's all about creating models and models for predictions and recommendation system. So when it comes to prediction, uh, for example, sales forecast. So we have to do a sales forecast based on machine learning models. You can use the machine learning, and that role actually belongs to data scientists. When it comes to recommender system, you have a lot of recommender system, like in YouTube, you have on every social media platform. When it comes to predictions, also too many examples are there, like housing prices or uh, basically any kind of predictions, right? So all those activities are done by generally data scientists, and company to company, these roles are differ. It's not very explicitly what I have explained you. Only that way it works in every company. Depends upon the nature of business. Or somebody, some companies which deals everything about, their business is about healthcare. So roles and designation may differ. Depends upon the kind of activities. Similarly, as I said, uh, a data analyst can perform even data engineer task in a small projects or the project which have very less data transactions. But when it comes to complex, like the large organizations or large projects where you have huge data transactions and complex business problems and scenarios, for that definitely a data engineer role is required. Okay. So let's move to further. Few statistics I would like to share here. Why data engineering is booming right now? There is a 36,000 plus open data engineer roles across India available, but not suitable talents are available. Because of that, this much roles are open or in process of filling. Okay. When it comes to GDP contribution for data engineering, it's about 8% of our GDP. It's about India. When it comes to salary package for data engineers, so it ranges from 6 to 14 lakhs. But again, this salary part is depends company to company. Some company may pay a very lower also, start from 3 to 4 lakhs also. And even some big companies like Google or Netflix or Microsoft may pay even 50 lakhs, 70 lakhs also as a fresher. Depends upon skills. But on an average in India, you can expect in the range of 6 to 14 lakhs salary package for data engineers. So cities where these roles are emerging, mostly Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, Mumbai. Okay. Next, introduction to AI and analytics. Analytics basically examining data to answer what happened, why, and what next. So mostly predefined things in nature of descriptive analytics. So if you know about statics. So in statics, you have, um, or yeah, just to exclude a statics part, but if you talk about only analytics, so in analytics also from same reference, there is a three major types of analytics we have. One is a descriptive analytics, second one predictive analytics, and third one uh, prescriptive analytics. So briefly, I'm going to tell you about these three analytics. When it comes to descriptive analytics, so it's all about aggregating values or summarizing data. So that is what we have the classical approach in businesses, that whatever data you have, people use to just summarize the data or just aggregate values in terms of various categories, or various categories, or when it comes to categories and all, basically it may be region, it may be different practices, uh, right? So based on that, actually they are going to aggregate values. So that is a descriptive analytics. When we say about predictive analytics, so that is about the advanced level based on descriptive analytics. So advanced level in terms of statics. So statics is a core of basically analytics. Uh, so in predictive analytics, you are going to use different tools from statics, starting from machine learning algorithms and various other mathematical algorithms are there, which we use for predictive analytics. When it comes to, so as I said, like predictive analytics is all about how actually you are going to predict about a particular, um, particular scenario, whether it's sales, whether it's housing, whether it's you know, population, whether it's about GDP or anything. So it's just about predicting future, right? Even forecasting weather, right? So that is also about predictive analytics. When it comes to um, prescriptive analytics, so prescriptive analytics is all about uh, so outcome is basically a recommender system, and if you try to understand how it works, then a simple analogy we have, like when you have some health issues, right? And then you visit to doctor. So what doctor basically does, they are going to first, some test and all. They are going to, perform certain test and all. Based on those tests, they are going to recommend you certain medicine which will cure your health issues, right? So that is exactly, example of prescriptive analytics. Okay. So these are the three major types of analytics we have, which has been emerged, or you can say it has a reference with statics. Everything about analytics is definitely statics only. So yes, it's all about statics and mathematics. Next, BI and business intelligence, dashboards and tools like Power BI that turns data into decisions for business users. So, uh, classically, whatever we have approach in terms of a particular business, you consider any particular business, that is the reason I ask you a simple activity that you just perform whatever you do, right? So here I see there is more than 700, 800 people people have joined here, and not everyone have the same background or same activity, right? They are not doing the same activity using digital devices, right? So it depends upon the nature of business, nature of activity you do. Based on that, like classical approach, or you can say descriptive approach. So that is, that is very much sufficient in terms of business intelligence. Okay. So that is and based on that, actually, you are going to create dashboards and tools. We have Power BI, or you have Looker, Tableau, and many are there which you can use, right? So here, if you see an AI and analytics, then AI basically it's a big picture, like it's in top, and then as like one of the major part what you have about when it comes to AI, that is a ML, machine learning. And definitely, it's not only machine learning. When we say machine learning, then definitely deep learning is also a child of machine learning, or you can say it's a part of machine learning. And both of these actually have been emerged from statics. These algorithms related to machine learning, whatever core algorithms today we use, most of these algorithms are basically emerged from statics and a long back around 1960. Most of these algorithms actually emerged from by that time, but it was not in very much use because for this you need a data. So that much data was not getting generated. That is the reason you see last 15-20 years people are using a lot of machine learning models, and those algorithms are not new. But now a lot of new algorithms are coming, uh, and that is how AI is actually uh, emerging like one of the major technology what today we have, right? So when it comes to artificial intelligence, you have ML, one of the significant portion. Then you have mathematics. You have computer science, mathematics. When see various factors are involved when we say AI. So major factor is about mathematics and statistics, and then third one basically computer science. And when we say all together, when you say, then one of the major part you have like storage, computing, and then models, right? These are the three major part you have with AI. So you need to have for data, you need to have storage. To handle those data, you need to have computing power, and to process the data, you need mathematical algorithms. And handling all those things, you need a data platforms, and those data platforms are actually having capabilities of using various tools. That is SQL or Python or Scala or different tools and technologies we have along with these data platforms. So that is how AI models are getting built. And once these models are built, you can use normally how you use like ChatGPT, and then using the APIs, you can create your own agent for different purpose. So we are going to discuss and learn as much as possible about the AI agents also, how basically it's relevant to Microsoft Fabric. Okay. So next part you have like, yeah. So today we are going to conclude here. And what we have discussed today, first part, the digital transformation. Second, uh, what basically, what kind of apps basically we use for generating data. Then we have discussed about IT majors, global capability center, and all. Then three basically career aspects like a data analyst or data engineer, data scientist. Then data engineering, about data engineering, and then analytics, AI, ML, and BI. So we have discussed about all these points today. Uh, Next, we are going to discuss about cloud computing fundamentals. Uh, so what is cloud computing? So we are going to understand, about cloud computing using electricity analogy. So hundreds of years back, factories generated their own electricity on site. Today, you simply plug into the shared power grid and pay only for what you use, right? That is a very common for all of us, right? But what today actually, we are discussing about cloud computing, it does the same thing. It does the same thing for computing power. Instead of buying and running your own servers, you plug in the Microsoft like Azure or Amazon, AWS or Google's GCP data centers and pay for exactly what you use, right? So here, two factors you need to understand for this analogy. One is on-premises, and so how on-premises earlier we used to have all the servers, storage, applications, everything on-premises. Today, everything we have in cloud, right? So you can try to understand the difference. That when people were using everything physically on premises, and so what was the cost factor or what are the different challenges they used to face? Even as of today also, many companies might be not using cloud. So you can try to understand that factor. Uh, uh, so, so one of the critical factor is basically cost factor, because when you buy a storage or servers, even you need to have, very explicitly, developers for different process, either it's a storage or servers and all. One second. Okay, so basically, if any business, if any business is going to start today and they are going to buy everything physically, like servers, storage, and even they're going to hire, explicitly for handling all these processes, then it's a very costly. It's very much costly, right? But the same thing, if you are using Azure, then you are basically Azure or AWS or GCP. Basically, you are paying as much as you are using on the cloud, right? So that is a major difference. But some other factors are also there when we differentiate on-premises and on cloud. That is about the security. So we are going to discuss about those things again later in detail. Definition for cloud computing. Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of computing power, storage, and software over the internet from a provider's data center to your screen, built on pay-as-you-go basis. Yes, so exactly same way, the way how we use the electricity, right? And major service providers we have, that is Azure, AWS, and GCP. Many more are there, but these three are, most popular as of today. So next part, about life before and after cloud. So before you have like large upfront hardware cost. That's what I explained you, that physically, if you are handling all these, servers and storage and systems, then large upfront cost is involved. But when you are using cloud, pay as you go pricing. So as much as you use, that much only you have to pay. When it comes to, weeks to add, basically a lot of time actually required to set up an entire on-premises capacity. But when it comes to cloud, within minutes, you can get the as much as you need a storage or whatever applications you want to access, all you can get it in minutes. Earlier we have like you manage updates and security. And so again, on premises, basically you have a security engineers or a system administrator who handle all those things separately. And when it comes to cloud, it's all managed by the cloud service provider, right? Next, fixed cost used or not. So here cost is fixed. So whether you use it or not, you have to pay for the license. You have to pay for the storage and servers and all. So that is a fixed. When it comes to cloud, cost tracks actual usage. So different services what we use in cloud. So for each of the services, you have cost and depends upon as much as you use. So that's why our model is basically pay as you go pricing. Okay. So that's about the life before cloud and after cloud. Okay. So next we have IAS, PAS, and SAS. We are going to understand start from here tomorrow. It's 9 p.m. now. So we are going to discuss about quickly about couple of slides more we have for today. But first 45 minutes, I think it was just introduction part. And so next we are going to discuss about fabric. So what are the services we have, so all about the workloads and Microsoft Fabric, we are going to discuss tomorrow, along with whatever we have pending here. Few slides we have that we are going to cover up tomorrow. Let's start with the Fabric. Meanwhile, my recommendation is that you can start creating your Fabric account. So as I said, like if you have university or college email ID or corporate email ID, you can create without any issue. It's very straightforward. If you don't have, then I'm going to show you a path how you can create using even Gmail. So that is going to happen on in third session. Tomorrow we will discuss about Microsoft Fabric workloads and all. Okay. So thank you everyone. And every day in end, actually, we are going to ask. So today it's just a introduction session, first day session. So, uh, but tomorrow onwards, you will have in last 10 minutes for question and answer. So I'm going to look into chat and ask you, respond your questions as much as possible. As you see, there is hundreds of messages. I cannot read all, but I will ask my coordinator to just use something like AI and all. I find out, relevant and important questions. So those questions I'm going to respond all of you. If anything is missed next day, I'm going to respond on that. So I'm going to see you all of you tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir. So, a special note of appreciation to our esteemed trainer for sharing their knowledge, practical insights, and expertise throughout the session. Your guidance has made today's program truly impactful. So, once again, thank you for all being part of today's session. We look forward to seeing each one of you tomorrow. And the attendance has been shared in the LMS portal too. So don't forget to put the attendance there. So have a wonderful day, stay safe, and keep learning. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.